The ISA 1 Digital, the classic Focusrite Mic Pre and simultaneous DI. Now with class-leading stereo ADC as standard.
AMS Neve brought out a new 500 series lunchbox module, and here's David Walton to tell us all about it.
Hi Hugh. The 1073LB is a new addition to the AMS Neve range, and what we've done is to take the input and the output stage of the classic 1073 module and place it into a compact 500 series module size. The module is surrounded by mu metal to screen it from any external interference from power supplies or from adjacent modules, and the input transformers inside are also screened as well, so it's double screened. So we're making sure this is a very high performing module. The module itself is very simple on the front. We've decided to keep it as simple as possible while adding a few extra features when compared to the classic module. The main gain knob switches between mic and line, and it goes from 80 dB down to 0 dB, and then you can switch from 0 dB line up to plus 20 dB. There is a phase switch to flip the waveform over very quickly, a high and low impedance switch to allow ribbons or non-ribbon microphones to be used, and then there's a front input switch which allows us to cut off the rear inputs and allow a front input to be used. It's a front combi XLR, so a TRS jack and an XLR. There is a trim control on the front which allows us to swing from 0 dB and add an extra 5 dB, or we can reduce by 10. So at maximum mic gain, for instance, we can go up to 80 and then trim up to 85. It just allows a little flexibility.
Sure.
Hidden away in the trim button is a push button which activates the 48 volts for phantom power.
Okay.
Now this is a little bit of an issue because there is a safety aspect to that, because you're sending a voltage down a cable, and also you don't want to blow anything up by plugging it into a 48 volt power supply instantly. So there is some intelligent logic inside the module that will switch off 48 volts if there's any change. So for instance, if you press the front input button, the 48 volts will deactivate.
Okay, that's great.
And if you then change from mic to line, at the point where you change to line, the 48 volt deactivates again. So you've got to consciously activate the 48 volts if you make any changes.
Very sensible.
So we think that that's a very sensible thing to put in there. And the addition on the rear, that's the usual 500 series connector. We've also placed a little connector there where you can plug a cable into. And inside the module, the input stage is connected to the output stage directly. But we can break that link. And once you break that link, the input stage goes to the connector. So it's a send.
Okay.
And then it may go to a compatible unit, which would issue a return.
Okay.
And the return can come back into the module and use the output stage. So
you could run out to an EQ or a compressor or something.
Right, yeah. Something that's future development without adjusting the rack. That's
Excellent.
the important part.
Good. DI input?
No, unfortunately not. No, we decided to stick with mic and line as per the original 1073 Classic design.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to introduce any extra circuitry in there.
Sure. And it uses the same transformers as the original?
Exactly the same transformers.
Excellent.
Yes. Good. Yes. This transformer coupled on the mic input, totally earth free, and transformer coupled on the line input, also totally earth free, and then the output transformers on the output stage.
Great. Thank you very much.
No problem.